Hello my YouTube foodie family members, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I am going to show you how to make the flakiest, tastiest, moist and delicious Nigerian meat pies that is perfect all the time, that is bound to wow everybody at any party or just to make for your kids at home. All right, better than the store bought, because anything that is made at home is made with love. All right, girls, so I am going to drop a list of all the ingredients and their measurement in the description box for your convenience. As you can see, I have started. I've prepped everything, no wasting time here. All right, I got some onions and I added some vegetable oil and my diced onions, and I added some fresh minced beef. All right, so now I'm going to let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I am going to go ahead and season with some stock cubes and some salt, curry, thyme, and of course paprika. I am going to stir all of this and add some of my pepper sauce. You want some heat in there. If you do not have the pepper sauce, drop at least one habanero or something just to give it a little bit of spice. Okay, and then I went in with that, and it's so aromatic. I can even smell it as I am doing the voiceover right now. Go ahead and add your potatoes and carrots, as much or as little as you want. Okay, I added some fresh basil leaf and some scallions as well. Mix all of that, add a little bit of water, because you do not want your your filling to be well cooked. All right, you don't want it to cook through, but you want it to just be al dente. All right, so cover all of this together and let it cook for about 5 minutes. Yeah, so 5 minutes later, this is what we have. We're going to thicken with some flour. You can use cornstarch diluted in water. So I use about a tablespoon of this. It turned out to be a little bit too much, so I should have used about a teaspoon or so. So what I'm gonna do is still go ahead and add some water, because what you do not want is dry meat pie filling. Yuck. Doesn't work well. You do not want it watery and you do not want it too thick. You just want it to be right. Okay, somewhere in between. Just all right, not too runny, not too watery, and not too thick either. You just want it moist. That's the word for it. So yeah, we're just gonna take that out and let it cool down and go on with our dough. And to that, I added a quarter teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of baking powder and 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, mix all of your dry ingredients together until they are well combined, and I have gone in with 165 grams of margarine. All right, you can use butter, you can use margarine. Okay, so but know ye all that the one you buy in your pastry shops here in Nigeria is made from margarine. Trust me, they can't use butter. Then your meat pies will be very, very pricey. All right, mix all of this together until you get bread like crumbs. So this is the consistency you want. Now I actually use slightly more butter than the conventional measurement, because I discovered that margarine, sorry, that is what gives my meat pie the real flakiness. You need to try the crust of this pies. You will love it. I went in with 1 egg, and the egg is completely optional, but honestly it helps hold the dough together. It makes mixing easier. All right, so make sure your egg is also cooled. All right, can you see how easy this is? Keep watching, and if you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Come on, hop on the train, be a part of this amazing family. All right, so I am going in with some cold water, and you want to add a little bit at a time until you get the perfect dough consistency. You do not want your dough to be hard, and you do not want to end up with very sticky dough as well. It doesn't work for meat pies that way. All right, so you mix lightly, don't overwork your dough, just sort of fold them in together like this. All right. So yeah, you can see I keep going in, I check, and then I add a little bit. It's always better to start little and increase than to just add everything and you now have to incorporate more flour. All right, it's just make your dough really flat if you do it that way. So yeah, let's speed up things here a bit, and yes, knead a little and then put everything together, and I am going to let this dough just rest in the fridge for about 30 minutes as my meat pie fillings is cooling down as well. All right, so get your just prep other things, get everything ready. I covered with kitchen paper towel here. I am adding some milk to my egg, and I'm going to beat that, set the oven on fire, turn on the oven literally, and then get my baking tray out, just do all the remaining prep, get to where you're going to cut your dough out and nicely knead and everything set, so that when you come to fill your meat pies, it will be easy. All right, so yeah, this is 30 minutes later, and it is time to assemble our pies. So yeah, one of the questions I get asked is how do you get your pie to look so smooth? There's no rocket science to it. Just be patient. Make sure you let your dough rest before you start working on it. And yeah, so I'm just going to cut this into about 4 pieces, and I'm going to just flatten it with a ruler and then cut out the shape that I want. Okay. So this pieces, as I'm working on one, I'm going to put the rest back in this bowl and put them back in the fridge. The reason why I am doing this is because I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and it's really hot. So it makes it easier and holds the dough together, and it stops it from stretching as though you're making bread. Okay, so I'm using a bowl to cut out the shape I want. You can use a meat pie cutter. I have one, but I can't find it. I don't know where I dropped it. I put them away somewhere, so I don't know where it is. All right, so now you're going to cut this out, and the excess, you trim off the excess dough, but don't throw that away. I put that back in the fridge because we're going to form yet another dough by the time we put them all up together. All right, so here I've cut out 2 shapes just to show you how to do this. And you're going to fill this in slightly in the center, not too much in the center, but slightly in the center, so it can give you room to maneuver when you are closing your pies. Yes, so there's just a little bit of art and science and technique when it comes to pastries, and you just have to get it right, or you end up having little accidents here and there. Okay, so you want to brush round your pies with your egg wash. All right, egg and milk wash. Okay, just brush around it to make it easier for sealing. It's actually optional, it can seal just as it is, but yeah, why not be doubly sure? All right, better to be safe than sorry. And another thing, cut your when you're rolling out your dough, roll it about 2 diameters, 2 inches thick. Oh, don't make it too thin. All right, that way it doesn't poke holes in between and then have all the filling spilling over. So you can seal with your fingers, but I'm going to show you two ways of doing it. I love the one I do with my fingers. I'm tired. I'm bored of this shape. I'm so bored of it. But I will show you. And I try to make mine a little different by giving space in between. Yeah. I'm literally bored. You find this in almost every meat pie pastry shop in Nigeria. I want something different. Okay, so roll that over and then I'll show you how to use your finger as well. Look at how smooth. You know that this is going to be flaky and delicious. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest off camera. So this is it. We're going to go ahead with the egg wash, and then your oven should be heating up right now at about 180 degrees to 350 degrees. Oh, sorry, 180 degrees centigrade or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. So you're going to bake this in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. I actually baked mine for 40 minutes, and that's because of the kind of oven I have. I have to really watch it so it cooks slowly. All right. So now my toddler Princess Jade is helping mommy to open the oven because I'm holding the camera. And yeah, this is what our meat pies look like. So perfect, so flaky, so delicious. The taste of it is absolutely amazing. Use this exact measurement, okay? And it's not salty. It's tasty to the dough, to the filling. It's moist on the inside, and there's nothing not to love about the spice. See you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you guys.